there are so many reasons why people come to Sayulita. You know, they come from pretty much everywhere. There's a lot of Mexicans from Puerto Vallarta. There's a lot that come from Guadalajara, and they come for a more simple, slower lifestyle. But most important, what a lot of people come for is the surfing. Now, currently, I'm on the Playa San Panchos. It's let me show you where. You see that ridge over there? On the other side of that ridge is Sayulita. Sayulita is a place you go for a smaller, more tranquilo lifestyle. San Panchos is when you want to notch that down a little bit. Yeah, I met a lady, a young lady. She has a, I think, 9 or 10-year-old son. And they moved to Sayulita when she learned that her son had to study online. So why not do it in Sayulita? The deal was, you get good grades, you get to surf every day. So far, yeah, he's getting straight A's. So what a lifestyle, huh? And she says she knows other people, other mothers that are doing the same thing with their kids. I think that's a great idea. The next time that I visit Sayulita, I'm thinking about taking a surfing class. You know, back in my day, way back in the mid to late 90s, I used to be an avid windsurfer. I know it's a completely different sport. I know I was a lot younger, but what do you think out there, you surfers? You would know. Do you think an old guy like me should take up surfing, or should I just stay a surfing watcher? Let me know, drop me a line. Personally, I can just imagine me surfing out there and circling buzzards, just waiting for the inevitable wipeout. So let me know. Subscribe and ring the bell. I had to get that in because I always forget. Look, at my age, most of the rest of my life has already happened. But spending time at this beach, or any walkable Mexican beach for that matter, allows a person to better see through the clutter of life. And it is sitting oceanside, on a beach, like here, where some of life's questions get answered. About an hour drive from Puerto Vallarta, the town and beach of Sayulita can be enjoyed. And there is also Playa San Pancho, just a few minutes down the road. It appears that all types of people of all ages enjoy the town of Sayulita and this unique beach lifestyle. Even the dogs appear their happiest here. The last time I was in Sayulita, I only spent about 3 hours and I vowed to someday return. So this trip I spent several days.
In my opinion, 3 full days of Sayulita would be about enough to fully enjoy yourself, as long as you don't go on a weekend when the town is filled to its capacity. There are many street restaurants and an interesting nightlife. I would recommend Playa San Panchos for a little beach variety. It's about a 20-minute drive further into the state of Nayarit to reach San Pancho and the small town of San Francisco. Playa San Pancho is a cozy little beach. I actually walked there along the beach from Sayulita, which is a doable but very long beach walk. San Pancho is a smaller beach, has fewer vendors, and my favorite, less people. In San Pancho, there are many nice little restaurants, shops, and galleries. Overall, Sayulita has many reasons why one should go. Now you know my reasons. What are some of yours?
All right, guys, I'm sorry for the poor quality here. This is I'm using my iPhone. I'm in the Salt Lake Airport in Utah, and Salt Lake City, the people here are incredible. But I'm standing in line, and there is a individual, a young man, who is nervous as all get up. And he keeps looking at me. He doesn't say a word, so I ask him, ultimately, ¿Estás bien? And he shows me his ticket. He's got 40 minutes to catch a flight to Anchorage, Alaska. And the guy, there's a group in front of him, and one individual speaks great Spanish, a lot more than I can speak, a lot more than I can communicate with the guy, but he speaks like a gringo, you know? So this young man, this young Mexican, turns to me for the advice. So I understand, he's got 40 minutes to make his flight. So we get to the security check-in point, and he keeps looking around. He's so insecure and nervous. And the guy that comes around to help everybody with their connections speaks nothing but English. And he's got this very commanding, he's a young man, and he has this commanding voice that is not comforting to anybody. So we get to the point to where we're at the security check-in, and there's this family in front of him who tried to speak Spanish to him. They know his predicament. They know he's got 40 minutes to make his flight. They don't make any effort to expedite his situation. So I just grab him by a shoulder, and I lead him in front of this family, in front of him, and say, just go go here. And he looks at me like, is that okay? And I'm gonna bleep this out, but I told him, them, just go. You have a flight. They don't. So he went, and it's a good thing because these people, this family in front of him had bottles of water. They were not prepared to go through security, so they would have held him up. So I'm walking down. I eventually saw him at his gate, and I called to him, amigo, amigo, and he looks at me so relieved, and he just gives me the thumbs up, and it felt good to help. because so many people in Mexico help me.